take your chains off and check these. If they are loose, you need to get the parts to fix it. If you don't get the parts to fix them, which is $1,000, $1,200, I think both said, you get to buy this for $4,300. Well, here I am, got a bunch of shit going on today. Got Ivan over there. Bo and Dane are working on the combine, pumping QLF molasses into the tanker here. There it is. Looks like dog shit. We're gonna put some QLF product on the wheat. So I'm putting it in here so I can blend it in the sprayer when we spray fungicide on the head. Gonna do that today on the earlier seeded wheat. Got some other product, it's a different product from QLF also, in that tanker, and that's going to be going on the side dresser when we do corn. So yeah, trying to juggle some products around here, so I'm trying to suck one tank dry, get that in the trailer here, fill the front tank with water. It's about a 2/3, 1/3. I can carry 2/3 water, 1/3 molasses. And then I blend it off in the sprayer just by the gallons in the tank. Yeah, anyway, corn looks okay. We're supposed to get a hole in the rain here at the end of the week, so that's great. That'll push us back on side dressing. And let's see. Oh yeah, it's been 7 days since Bo ordered the part for the side dresser, so that's handy. I could be side dressing last 2 days, but since we don't have the bolts for the pump, can't do that. Oh, got the blade on the Steiger. Gonna go blade one of the landlord's roads, help her get her road fixed. Probably fix the road west of the farm. Working on the sprayer, or not a sprayer, it's a Swather. I'll go to town this will be my second time for V-belts. For whatever reason, the ones I bought don't work. Third set of belts, second trip. That's called spinning your tires, getting nothing done. I gotta switch all them nozzles around for fungicide, so we gotta do that. I even washed the sprayer up today. That was good. He did a nice job on that. Get all that switched around, put some water in there, make sure they're not plugged, everything working good. We're gonna go and unload this tanker of QLF that we picked up this morning. Gonna try out Bo's system here that he put together. All right, so everything's in the front tank. So we got this one open and this one open. Shut this guy off. I gotta go get some tape and label that one because it's different. So we have the product here. This here goes on the wheat. This product here, it's a different product, goes in the side dresser with the corn. We got 28% here, thiosulfate that goes in with the corn, and then another deal of 28% here. Got a little mix or a little blending to do when we get things going, but it shouldn't be too bad. I just ordered it's gonna go on the end of that, one of them meters for metering out your volume, so that way I know I can do a hot load in this tank. I can put 28% in there. I know how many gallons of 28% I'll have in there, and then I'll know how many gallons of the other product I want to put in there, and that way that'll already be blended. So it'll have 3 different products in there for the corn. It'll have 28% QLF product and then the thio. So it'll have 3 products. So we'll let that pump for a while, and then switched all the nozzles here. So these are the ones we use for wheat. This here sprays out this way, and this here sprays out this way. So it comes like this, and and like this. And the idea of that is to get both sides of the head and for better coverage. Been using them now for about 6 years. Had very good results with them. Not going to change to anything else. So why change what works? Ivan's just finishing up on the air seeder. We washed it with the big hose. Now he's just fine tuning it with the pressure washer. And then this one's on deck next. He'll foam and wash that one. And that way these RXs can get put away in the shed instead of sitting outside. That's kind of the idea of that.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Or what is Bo doing?
He's playing in the good stuff. Dust.
The GMOs.
So you're cleaning out the...
You might not make it home.
That would be.
No, no one said anything about that. Yeah, it should have been on the contract.
Yeah.
Any GMO products I have to handle like it hazard.
But we don't wear a mask while we do it.
Well, speaking of masks, I was washing the booms off on the sprayer and I don't know, I'm gonna have to wear a face mask or something because my face was tingly when I got done.
Is that what's all over your sunglasses?
It still kind of burns a little. Yeah.
You got some on your sunglasses up there.
Yeah.
Be a good mosquito repellent.
Yeah.
Forever mosquito repellent.
No wonder they don't ever bother me. It's right in my bloodstream. They bite me and then
it's
they
like
die.
it's like a tempo that he's wearing.
Just
a permanent tempo. Okay. No, really, what are we?
Okay, I'll tell you. Bo there is struggling, as you can see, in his natural habitat. He's working on trying to get that pulley off. And he can get it off 99% of the way, but it's that last 1% he just... Now he's thinking how he can...
Is it really the last 1%?
Yeah, it is. The last inch.
Oh! What did you do?
Did you see me stare at it?
Yeah. What did you do?
He just gave it the old grizzly bear.
You just grabbed it in the right spot and went... Whoop.
It's because the camera came on and all you guys were watching. So then he had to make it look good, you know.
So what we're going to do is replace these bearings right here on each end. They're a big bearing. And then the sprockets, as you can see, quite small. They need to be replaced.
So you're doing that to this thing, and then what else?
Oh, so
What?
go show them what you found on top shafts.
Okay, so what did we find out? So all those loose ones, something caused it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be...
There's a bushing up in top that the shaft goes into. This is the shaft we were wiggling.
That's
Okay.
the top of it, yeah.
And there's a bushing up in the top of this case. And if they go too long, then it eats into this housing. So then you have to get the whole gearbox like what we did,
Which is...
Ooh.
which is $4,600.
And there's how many? 12?
Yes. If you
So-
let them go that long. So being we find the ones that got a little bit of play, we can rebuild these for about $1,200.
So in the kit that you get from Deere, you get this, a new
It's not
bushing.
a kit. You got to
Well,
buy
yeah.
individual pieces.
Okay,
but
the parts that you get are going to be that shaft with the gear,
these
the
bushings,
bushings.
and then there's a bushing down here too.
So
And the
yeah,
seals up here.
So then your sprocket for your chain runs right here on top.
Right, yep.
And then it's pulling on it, and then what happens is this here gets wore out, and then it's constantly pulling on it, and then it starts eating into this casing like Bo said, and then it's toast. Then you got to buy the whole casing. So if you catch them, if you take your chain, but the only way to do it is you got to take your chains off.
Yeah.
And then actually wiggle on each spindle basically on top.
Because by the time you feel it, when you have your chains on, it's too late and you're ruined it.
Then she's ruined.
She's ruined.
You weren't expecting that then when you took them all apart?
No, this is the only one that showed any movement when the chains were on, but once
And then
we
you
ripped
took
the
'em-
chains off, then it was...
Yeah.
And we'll have to check the other one now.
The other header.
Yeah.
Because there's another one just like it. So I guess that was a good thing that was caught, but also something
What's it going to cost?
So 1,200 times 11, since they were already replaced one, that'd be $13,200 to...
Providing those two that are really loose didn't mean...
Yeah, if them other two that we're wiggling on are bad, we're gonna have to get them too, and they're
4,600.
4,600 a piece. So there's another 8,000, over 8,000, obviously 9,000,
9,200.
9,200. So two units, and it pays for the whole thing. So you want to catch them.
And if that's the case, you might as well just replace it and get a different header. For if you're planning on doing all that, if it has to be replaced.
Yeah, bring it to the auction. And sell it.
Put our Haugen Family Farms sticker on
Yeah,
it
there you
and send it off to auction.
No. Serviced and inspected by Bo James.
By Bojangles. Then they'll know they'll want to buy it.
So
But
we're still waiting for our...
Anyway, yeah, I was going to say, last week we talked about
Still
these,
tore apart. Yeah.
the pump here that was, Bo was working on last week. I see the pieces are still all here.
So the last one that I was putting a diaphragm on,
You ran into
this
another
nut
problem.
here. Yeah, the nut started backing off, and then the threads galled up, and then there was no hope. I tried heating it up, and it broke. And so we ordered new ones.
Of course, they're on like back order or something.
Yeah, they didn't have them in stock.
I don't know if we'll ever financially recover.
So, don't need the side dresser anytime soon?
Oh no, we need it. Yeah. No, we could be
He's
side.
been wanting to cross dress for the last few days.
He just is not able to do it.
Not able to.
And what do you know? Another week of talking about a big storm coming for a few days.
Is there more rain coming or what?
Tonight, Saturday, Sunday's supposed to be nice, and then Monday, Tuesday.
I hope we get some torrential rains and maybe even a little hail and really flatten the wheat out right before it's...
I was flying the drone yesterday over the wheat, and there's some down spots from rain that we got yesterday.
That's from double seeding. I didn't have...
Headwinds.
We didn't have the section control working yet. That was when we had that problem this spring with the section control, so that wherever we doubled up, Bo said he's going to reimburse the losses.
I wasn't even involved in that project.
Yeah, you were. You're the one that put the meters back together.
You're the one that put the hose on wrong that got your...
Well, yeah, but the meters were wrong too. I didn't put the
So
hose
you
on.
did the
Dane
hose?
did the hoses.
Oh, so Dane's not here to defend himself.
So, yeah, so Bo did the meters, and we were off one. So
But you numbered them before I took them apart.
you go look, they're the same numbers. He just can't count. Went to town, got a tire fixed for the semi. Gonna get that slapped on. Dane is still gone. He's on vacation with the family. Down by... Where's he at, Bo?
I don't know where that's by, I guess.
Some lake down by Bemidji? Walker, Bemidji, somewhere down there. It's a pretty area. Bo's giving her heck on the combine again. He keeps finding things. What did you find today, Bo? What adventure did you find today?
Let's see. That guy right there. Just a short one. There's 3 of them up here. Pretty minor.
And then the sprockets.
You should go grab a new one.
Oh, they must be in the box here somewhere. Oh. So the tops, 'cause 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 the tops, are about the same right here. They've really galled out here. Big groove there. And then these here, pretty flat there. So anyway, how many hours this thing got on it again?
You have to look in the book. I don't remember.
The combine's not that, doesn't have that many hours on it. I mean, it's got hours on it, but it's not like stupid hours. 1,516 SEP hours, 2,300 engine hours. So that's not terrible. So, yeah. Well, there's the operator right here. This guy.
Most of this is old wear.
Old problems?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna probably run this combine up to, what, a couple thousand hours anyway. What did we put on last year? A couple hundred hours worth?
400 and something.
Holy buckets. I think the corn combining took a while.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have 2,000 separator hours on it if everything stays the same. We'll run her for another couple of years and maybe things will cheapen up a little bit. Probably not, but. Side dresser pump update. Bo called the place that we were getting these special little bolts so we can put the pump back together. They were on back order, but the gal had a couple on hand. Long story short, she next date them. They're gonna be here on Monday. Coming from Florida. At least they're not coming from Europe, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so Bo was able to sweet talk her a little bit, and she was a nice gal. What's the company name?
Sprayer Depot.
Sprayer Depot. Audrey. Good gal. Oh, speaking of that, I gotta show you guys something. I got a little thing in the mail the other day. Oh, here. Would you looky there? Oh, I'll show you the Swather too. Got some. You can never buy something 30 years old and just get it running and use it. It's always something. I got a little package in the mail from these guys. NTS tires. So we worked with them to, we were gonna get a track from them. Super helpful guys. Turns out we went a different route, but they were still, I mean, very helpful people. And they sent this for just mentioning them. So anyway, if you guys do need anything as far as tire stuff, my experience anyway, service-wise, top notch. Anyway, NTS tires, sent a little care package. Got a nice hat. Some t-shirts. Sweatshirt. And a nice little thank you. So thanks to NTS Tire, appreciate that. If we need anything in the future, we'll be giving you a call. All right, so update on the sprayer trailer. Bo put in a, this is a safety control valve. Looks great. Anyway, this here, it was leaking right out of here. So it was operational, but every time I come to start the truck, the trailer is always out of air. So we getting this here. It'll be here on Monday. And then we got a tire that had a screw in it. Northland Tire in Roseau took care of us on that, got it patched up for us. So we're gonna get that put on. And then Bo put on a new airbag for the cab. And then obviously this here, you've seen this project here. Like we said, take your chains off and check these. If they are loose, you need to get the parts to fix it. If you don't get the parts to fix them, which is $1,000, $1,200, I think Bo said, you get to buy this for $4,300. Worth checking. Some guys know about it, some guys don't. So if we can help one guy, that's fine. Just let you know what we know. We're kind of learning as we go on these headers, aren't we, Bo? Mm-hmm. You can read in the book all you want, but until you kind of go through them, you don't really know. Okay, I'll go show you the Swather, fly Swather project. Took the old girl over to my sister's pasture behind their house there. Started cutting a little hay. Everything was going pretty good until the canvas is locked up. One of them locked up, and then I started checking the bearings. Oh, the bearings were shot. No good. And then the one here, we had to build the shaft up on. It's good now, but as you can see, the bearing had been running with no bearing in it for a while. We got all new bearings from in town. They had them on hand, so we pound them in, and then it's not quite that simple. But anyway, you get these little chain things here and whatever. And it's actually more of a pain to take them out than you think. So got a stub shaft here, got our bearing, slide that in there. We go through a lot of this around here, partially because Bo uses it all the time, which I agree. For the little bit it costs, it's just good insurance for down the road. She's on, just gotta put some bolts in there and just like new. So these are on, bearings are in, shields are back in place. Now it's just to put the roller in over here and put the canvases on.
You're still working on this?
Don't even talk about it.
I think you need a new canvas.
No, Bo said this is the way they are.
Really? This looks pretty tough.
No,
It's brand new.
Brand new.
It's 1984.
Seems like we don't have much slack, but I suppose it's such a short little head.
Now we're gonna have to kind of tighten that up now. Huh?
Vice grips. Put vice grips on you.
Yeah.
One side done. Now they're working on the next one. They've got all these clamps here holding it together, pulling it through. I can't believe we have that many around here.
Well, between ours and Bo's, we made it work. There's no way you'd have got this otherwise.
I told him he's gonna take this thing 2 rounds and this canvas is gonna rip.
No, it's gonna be just fine.
You think this thing is gonna last a long time? Look at that. Big slices in it.
Honestly, that's kind of the way they are. I mean, maybe not back that far, but
This thing is not gonna last long, I know it.
whatever.
So what's next on the agenda?
I suppose he has to test it.
All right, let's go out here and see if it works.
See? Even she can start it. Listen to that. It's like a hummingbird. It's pretty quiet, ain't it? Okay, throttle her up. Wide open. Where's she going? I had to go through the mud hole, turn around. She's never ran one of them. No.
Well, that was interesting to drive. I did not expect the steering to be like that. It's very jolty, you barely touch it and it just yanks you to one side. Okay, well I guess that's all we've got for this week. So thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.